let's see. Making sure audio is good. And it sounds good so far. Okay. So, basically, if you are tuned in already or watching this after the stream, the reason why I started the stream is because, as you can see, I am in a space station that has a name that is not quite recognizable. Mainly because it does not really, I don't, well, at least as far as I know, it does not exist anywhere else but in the system LTT 882. Alright, and this is the station that I was building, and it is finally built after so freaking long. We got it done within the time frame needed, which is great. Thanks to the SCC, the System Colonization Coalition. Thanks to them, they loaned me the help to do this. They sent some of their carriers over and some of their haulers so that we could get all the material needed to do this. So, uh, very big thanks to them. Uh, could not have done this without y'all. Um, if at all possible, if any of them are watching, and I kind of hope they are, because honestly, I'm so freaking happy that they helped me whenever they did. Um, I mostly, for the most part, tried to do this by myself. Got it down to like three materials left, like three different materials to deliver, uh, which had vast amount of quantities, and yeah, I really need their help. Uh, which, luckily, in the nick of time, they came, and it's partially my fault, mainly because I did not understand exactly how they were operating. Uh, but now I do. If you are a part of the SCC, whether it be as an admin, mod, uh, whatever, like if you're a hauler, colonist like me, um, just, yeah, no, like, I don't know what to say here, really. I had a point, but I lost it. Sadly, that is the habit of mine. This stream may not be too long, mainly because, like, I don't want to end up being too quiet. Um, so that way it is actually still interesting. Uh, it's just from my point of view, I don't feel like it's interesting enough. So yeah, like if I end the stream to like within 20 to 30 minutes, depending, uh, it's because I did kind of get bored just sitting here trying to do this. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I am going to be exploring a little bit around me, seeing what else I can do. Probably get a little bit more money beforehand. Oh, and I do have a different ship other than the Type 9 now, thanks to colonizing in this system and building the station. I now have an Anaconda, which I'm about to show you once it loads. Yep. Here's the Anaconda. It's called the Akari. Uh, I get a carrier. I'm going to name it the Grand Akari because why not? Uh, but yeah, no. Akari is rigged up pretty well. Not really rigged up well enough for exploration, but I can do some of the like, see, here's the modules I got. I've got the bi-weave shield generator, 7C. I've got a bunch of these different things. Uh, got the frame shift SCO, even though I'm not too sure it works really well on here, mainly because of different reasons, like stats wise. Um, but nah, like it's set up pretty good, is what I'm trying to say. Uh, Mainly for trying to haul because, well, I don't know. I just feel like the handling is better and all that on this one compared to the Type 9. But I mean, heck, I also know that I could try out other ships for that. There are other ships for that. But I thought I would show off this starport a little bit, or station, uh, to show what it sells. So basically, what it sells in regards for ships, it sells 8 different types of ships. It sells obviously the basic Sidewinder and Adder, which not all of them have the Adder, of course. It's got the Viper Mark III, Cobra Mark III, Viper Mark IV, Type 6 Transporter, Vulture, and a Crate Phantom. Which I thought that was an interesting thing that they put on here because, like, no other system around that I know of that I've stopped at has the Crate Phantom. So, I mean, it was kind of pretty interesting to see that there. If you are on Elite Dangerous Odyssey and you are uh, going around and you happen to stop in my system, just know that you can get the Crate Phantom at the only starport, or the only station here. I keep wanting to say starport, but it's not a starport, it's a station. It's an Orbis. Uh, but yeah, nah. You can get this ship here is what I'm basically trying to say. And if you also come here, it's... I don't know what it's offering because I haven't checked it since it deployed. Okay, so it's still offering that because I don't have any other places, but I'm going to fix that soon. But if you're looking for hydrogen fuel, there you go. You got that. Um, yeah, and as it regards to missions, it's got quite a few different missions here. It's got 75 missions in total, 53 transport missions, 12 freelance missions, 37 combat. I mean, I know you guys can read this all here. Um, but, yeah, no. And apparently it's going to have an option for Thargoid, which that is actually an interesting thought because of the fact that I am still within the bubble of Sita and still trying to do that stuff. Like, I'm trying to get this mainly set up, is what I'm trying to say. Contacts, it's got all your contacts that you really need. You can also expand from this system into another, which is a great thing. Uh, as far as I knew, I didn't really know much about this. So as far as I knew, they did not have the system colonization contact in every station, but apparently whatever system that you colonize is pretty much gonna have that, as far as I know. Again, do not quote me on that because I have no clue. You can look at uh, any of the other Elite Dangerous YouTubers or streamers, and they will be able to explain to you better. Commander, uh, I want to make sure I say this right. I think it's Michan or something. Machon. Um, he explains it pretty well in depth detail, and there's also Obsidian Ant, as probably everybody knows. I mean, you probably already know both of them. They are very big in the Elite Dangerous community. Um, but yeah, they are top tier where you get your news. If you want gameplay, I think you should probably come and, check out my channel every now and then, or, the videos or the streams that I have posted. on my YouTube channel for this. I will create a playlist if it has enough views. In other words, if you guys show that you're interested in it, I will continue to do it, and I will probably focus more on it than I do the other content. But at this moment, I am trying to find my niche in streaming and doing all this YouTube stuff. And I'm also on Twitch, so if it's not here, it's probably there. There is probably going to be more interactive than here. Um, this is basically so that way I have the VODs, because YouTube automatically saves my VODs, like my streams and stuff. Twitch doesn't. You've got to clip those manually, and I don't have anyone necessarily active all the time to do that, or even a program that I can do that with, because let's face it, I am a broke person. I've got too much bills and not enough freaking money. But, anywho, that's besides the point. Main point being is that we are here to basically explore, do what we do in this game. Explore, do missions, have fun, all around, and yeah, pretty much talk as well. I mean, like if you comment and chat like while I'm live, I will respond instantly, because I'm constantly kind of looking back and forth in a way just to make sure, like, well, mainly whenever it ends up coming up, I will look at it, I will see it. And as far as anything else is concerned, I mean, we're just here to have fun. That's pretty much all it is. So, let me switch back over to my Type 9 because it's got better jump range. And yes, I did buy it because I wanted a jump start. Not many people see that in too high regards, but hey, it is what it is. So, give me a sec here. Just making sure I have everything arranged. Okay, so let's go over and we'll see what other systems have that are nearby, see which ones are colonized, see how people are doing, in other words, with their colonization efforts. I really probably should have had a list of places to go, but at the same time, I wanted to keep it spontaneous, because what's better than keeping it spontaneous, man? Like, for real. Gotta have it spontaneous. Yeah, I'm leaving. Apparently, not even my station likes me. Nah, I'm messing. But yeah, let's see. We're gonna go out here, go to the galaxy map, and we are going to plot route out here. Figure out where we want to go. Put that in realistic, or you know what? Let's put it into system colonization, just so that way we can see what all is being. See, like, all right, the ones that are hollowed out are the ones that are being colonized by other players. The ones that are filled in, just in case you didn't know, were already colonized. That's the only reason why I'm explaining all this. But yeah. Although there has been a few systems that I've went to that seemed like they weren't colonized by a player, or they, well, no, they didn't seem like they were already colonized, is what I'm trying to say. But it seemed like they were colonized by a player. Trying to figure out where I want to go here, because it is expansive. Look at that freaking map. You can't tell me that ain't expansive. Alright, so there's a lot to do. Well, at least a lot of places to go visit and explore. and be able to tell you where everything is. Um, but yeah, here's uh here's our system that we got colonized here. But that's besides the point. I know. Gotta move on with what I'm doing. So I might want to keep that on actually because I wanted to go visit someone else's place. Um, so this one's being inhabited by another player. Let's go ahead and jump over to that system and see what is going on with them. Alrighty, now that we're in the system, let's see what they've got done. Not much. Well, I don't think this is actually. Wait, is this colonized by a player? Tedious Travel City. This seems like it is actually. Yep, that seems like it. But we're gonna go ahead and look at the system map, and we'll be able to see a little bit here because look at that. You can view it in System Architect, but here's the thing: you cannot edit it because you are not the system architect of this system. That is the great thing about the way they did some of this update. Um, it looks like their primary port got put pretty far away from anything close to where you jump in at. Um, honestly, my tips to people that are colonizing, if you're gonna colonize a system, keep it close to the main body of the system, like right around here, like one of these slots or here, because of the fact that uh, it actually allows people to get the fuel that they need without having to go all the way there and spending so much on fuel just because they jumped there and now they have to go all the way to that station that is just way too far from the jump in point, which the jump in point is usually around here, if you didn't know. So, I mean, not too bad from what it looks like. They don't got much up and running yet. Uh, and I have not seen this system's name exactly uh, in the SCC group chat because I am on their Discord server. I didn't see anything on their Discord about this, so I don't think they have reached out to them to basically ask for help. Uh, Hell, they may not even need the help because of the fact that they may, in fact, have a carrier to be able to do all this by themselves. I did not because, well, still kind of fresh into the game. Fresh enough to where, I'm fresh to the PC side. And I'm kind of tripping up on my words because, well, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. I don't have no script, no pre-plotted what I'm going to talk about. It's just I'm right off the rip exactly whatever I think about at that moment. So, and it seems like they have uh, patronage government. Uh, so I don't think they expanded from, well, no, they might have expanded from Sita. But there is no guarantee because system colonization contacts are pretty much in every major station. So Yeah. Um, let's see. I don't know what else much to say about this, but let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next system. I'm not gonna really like check it all out exactly right at this moment because well, that's just not what I'm doing right now. Right now, what I'm doing is just going and exploring other colonized systems and seeing what all they've got placed so far. Because it is still pretty early on. I mean, in the update, it's been only like what, about a month, maybe two? It's going on 2 months now that the update was released. So I mean, you can't really expect people to get much done, but at the same time, there has been exponential, uh, like a bit of activity that has been going on for the colonization effort, and yeah, it's it seems to be going very well for Elite as a whole, really. So it's good to see that everybody that likes Elite or has been in Elite at one point in time, even new players, are starting to join the fray of the colonization effort and actually see what is going on uh, with the game. And honestly, I hope to all you new players out there that you, when you do find this video, if you do, just remember, it is a massive grind, but it doesn't always have to be. You can actually take your time with these things until you get to the point where you can actually do it efficiently. Yes, it requires a lot of freaking time to get, uh, like, and mainly what I'm trying to say is it requires a lot of time and effort to try and get to where most players are that have been playing since the game uh, released like this version of the game released. Because if you didn't know, this game has had a version before where uh, it was actually all wireframe like models and stuff and design for how it showed you the world of Elite. For the most part, I would say it has came pretty dang far to uh, to this point, you know. And from it looks like we've got orbital construction site going on here. I'm guessing it's not completely up and running from what it looks like. And then you got the ROM relay uh, and Orm Reach, which is the uh, I trying to freaking remember the name. Uh, it's basically what it is it's their way of, well, I mean it says exactly what it is. Installation. It's an installation. That's what it is. It's an installation uh, that is owned. Uh, it is that are faction owned orbital facilities. These structures are vital importance to local factions, providing benefits to the system infrastructure. They can be targeted by opposition forces. And good afternoon, Inky. Welcome to the stream. I kind of figured you were the one that was. Wait, did you just join? Okay. So I've had one view so far. I mean, it's not. I'm not trying to like, you know, promote or basically say anything about it because I mean it isn't really that impressive. I get it, but yeah. So far one view and you're my one concurrent at the moment. So hopefully that whenever this stream is done, we get more views. I may cut it down to kind of make it more appealing to people, because that is actually the best way of going about this usually. Yep, fingers crossed. Um, but yeah, main point of this stream, I've said it in the beginning, uh, is mainly for me to chat with whoever is viewing, uh, kind of explain what I am doing, and all around just have fun. At the moment, I am exploring other colonized systems, and this is one that we are looking at. We've already looked at one before. Um, so yeah. Quick side tangent. Have you checked Discord? I have checked Discord today, but I don't know if there's been anything new because uh, my streaming program up and kind of covering it at the moment. Uh, Mainly because, well, why not? Oh, well, yeah, I could use my phone. True. I keep forgetting about that because I'm trying not to be on the phone looking at things while I'm streaming. But I will definitely check Discord and check out what's going on in my general chat. What the heck? Oh, Jesus. You know, if anyone actually joins my Discord channel for YouTube, they're not gonna understand what the heck is going on between y'all. I guess I can just make this a point that anyone viewing this and is in the Discord, uh, which link is going to be down in the description below. If it isn't already, I usually try and put it in the description. Um, but no, I've got a few friends. They are uh, mods, and uh, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, that is kind of the point of, the whole internet thing, but at the same time, it is to actually get to know one another without having the boundaries of the society, you know? But I'm not gonna go too much into that. But on to the next system here. And my controls are kind of messed up, so I gotta hold it a certain way, or else it just keeps doing that. If anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know. I've got a Thrustmaster T16 something. It's one of the main Thrustmasters that most people have, and it's just got this problem with pulling. It didn't have that at the beginning, and now it has that. Uh, No, I cannot agree on that because of the fact that I haven't gotten to actually meet you. That's the thing. I want to actually meet you and get to know you better, you know? Because you do seem like a great person. Even though you may not think it yourself, trust me, I can see through. I can see through the surface stuff. And see, we are making a path to go on here. Uh, this is the path that we've taken so far. We've only went to 2 systems. Okay, don't do the whole quotation seem thing, okay? Just because it seems doesn't mean ain't it, you know. Yeah, yeah, I actually do. I see through that that facade that you put on, that front. Only real people can. But anywho, back to what I was saying. We are going to move on to the next uh, system. Hey, Inky, can you hear me pretty well with all of the things going on in the background? Perfect, loud and clear. Good, good. That is exactly how I need it. To be honest, I don't think that if I don't think uh, if you're a bad person, you wouldn't end up like helping me with anything really. Even if you knew that you probably should or whatever, if you were trying to do this, that, or the other, the fact that you do it without even really asking why is a bonus. So now let's check out and see what this system has. Basically, I'm just going through and looking at the system maps of every system, even though I know I could just do it from the station. Uh, okay, you okay? Tell me what you got stuck in your head exactly. What do you mean? Oh, oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I kind of figured that was what you were referring to, but I wanted to make sure I knew. I didn't want to assume. Because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Uh, but no. This is the primary station, I think, because it has that little circular thing around it. I'm not too sure. Like I said, one of the other Elite Dangerous streamers would know. And no, wait, no, that's a construction site. That's what it is. My bad. Making mistakes, learning as we go. That's how we do it. Oh, yeah. I don't remember ever really seeing that. I mean, to be honest, whenever I was a kid, I was more of a Bob the Builder kind of guy. I mean, I guess that kind of explains a lot, you know? But anywho, we are going to go to the next system, and I think after this next one, we may just cut it off there, and I am going to go stream a different game, one that is a little bit more exciting. Um, Anki, if you actually paid attention to me, you would actually know what I meant. If you paid attention to the signs, bro. The signs are there. But, yeah, no. We'll go one more station, one more system, not station. The next stream that I do of this, I'm going to be going around to all the stations of that I didn't visit in the systems. Like, okay, so all the stations that are in the systems that I've shown so far, I will end up going and exploring. But right now, uh, I just want to show what the progress is in this sector. The progress in the sector seems to be going pretty freaking well when it comes to players colonizing and progressing on that. And I'm okay. I can kind of well receive that because it kind of makes sense for this instance. But anywho, that's besides the point. And if anyone's wondering, it's live chat, which you could probably see. If you can't see, uh, then I don't know what to say. It just seems like I am talking to no chat, no comments or whatever, but it is my chat, my live chat that I got going on right now. Um so we're gonna go here, kind of make a little loop around because I don't want to go too far. I might have a fuel scoop, I might not. I don't think so, considering. Let's check. No, I do not. So in this case, if I would actually end up going further out, I would end up having to call on the fuel rats, which the fuel rats are pretty freaking nice when it comes to like the first few times of you doing that. But if you consistently do it and you don't learn from what they're trying to tell you, and it's not just a mistake of, oh, I forgot to scoop this one star, or I thought I had enough fuel to get out here. I don't know exactly what their parameters are for denying you help, if they do deny you help. But I think one of them is definitely being if it is a trap, and people like to set traps for them. I do not understand why. I mean, it may have something to do with the name of their group, but at the same time, that just don't make no sense. Um, okay. So it doesn't look like this one has anything done with it. I think this is... No, it does have something done with it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, I don't... let's see. Nope, I do not have the detailed scanner as far as I can see. No, I do not. Uh, ooh, I did not mean to use a heat sink. That is gonna freeze me the heck over a bit. Let's kind of get warmed up here. Um, I see that you're doing that. Nice. Just trying to annoy the heck out of me or get my attention. I read what you said last. But no, let's look at the system map right here, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what they got. They got orbital. They got an Orby right here. I think that is still getting built. Um, I guess they set a name for it already. I guess they're calling it Babylon 6. I don't know how this works exactly when it comes to that. Um, but yeah, doesn't look like they got much done here, but it is a good bit considering how much effort it takes to do one of those things. Oh, no, I understand. I've kind of figured. Uh, but yeah, I think now would be the time we head back to our home system. This is our home system because we colonized it. Um, as we, I mean me, of course, because, well, to be honest, I was the only one that was working on this in the beginning, and I had to reach out to the SCC uh, to get this done in time, so that way it wouldn't lose all the progress that I had made all by myself. Uh, I say all by myself, but again, I do not know exactly how much effort that one of my friends, well, I made a friend in Commander Mitchell's chat, I think it was where I met them. And, yeah. Alrighty, I guess I will see you later, Inky. But I'm not gonna lie, I would like to have you here because, just in case, why not? But it is what it is. Go do what you need to do, man. Or what you want to do. I am not opposed to it whatsoever. I'm just trying to have fun streaming a little bit. And, yeah. Kind of give some info to anyone that starts watching this. Uh, and for anyone that is watching this after the fact, uh, yeah. I don't know. As Mr. Afton always says, I always come back. Oh, I figured, but now I'm wondering if I even went to the right one because okay, there's my station. There. We're gonna go back to my station. We are going to park it for the rest of the stream, mainly because I'm kind of losing interest at the moment. I don't know. Part of the troubles with things that go on with your mental. Hey! Thank you, Sins, for coming in and popping in and dropping in, you know. I don't know. I started to kind of be, enthused by the fact that you're here, man. Uh, but yeah, if you like the video, definitely, or the stream, hit that like button. Like Sin says, smack it like it owes you money. Oh, true. I might actually go and view that after mine is done. I just kind of wanted to do this one. It was going to be a short stream anyway, and see how things go. Uh, but I wanted to give an update that my system has been, well, my one port that I was working on, the Orbis, is finally finished. It is called the Lamont Lomonosov. You can see it. I can't pronounce that. Uh, oh dang! I bet I'm gonna have to check that out and see for myself because that actually kind of sounds interesting now. And while I'm there, I'll smack that like button just like it owed me money. But yeah, here's the Orbis. Is a little Orbis. English, it's a thing. This is the Orbis that I created. It's finally deployed. I am super glad to freaking have it finished. I had to reach out to the SCC. I've already mentioned that several times during the stream, which is kind of ridiculous. Uh, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I got ahead really. I just did. Uh, One day you might, yeah. No, I believe that you will, and if you do, I can refer you to the SEC, uh, and they are actually very great with their help. But you gotta actually kind of bring it to their attention that you are the only one on that at that moment, because they are very busy at the moment. Like they're busy enough to where you gotta say something or they don't do anything because they don't know they gotta do anything. Which that's it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not faulting them for it. I'm just saying you gotta actually take initiative with it, and they're very helpful. Oh, and that's the suit that I got now. It looks pretty nice. Oh, true. I mean, having a PC does kind of make a difference, mainly because it's what sparks your enthusiasm for the game, in a way. Because then you'll have like controls like the Thrustmaster or whatever, or maybe it's just more interesting on PC in general. And that is getting very close. Ooh, I'm glad that it freaking went. Oh yeah, man. I'm trying to whoop up on this system colonization effort as much as I can. I just don't know where I'm going to be going with this. Yeah, I could not think of it for some reason. I could not think of the reason why, but thank you for reminding me. I don't know why. It slipped my mind. Yeah. Hey, more power to you, man. Honestly, I'm also the same way. I mean, if you haven't if you want well, if you haven't looked at my YouTube channel, it'll show that I'm on PlayStation 4 and this, and this is what I'm doing on PC. PlayStation 4 is just anything I've really got. Um, and I've been kind of doing, I've done like a couple of COD streams for BO6 because they brought back Verdansk in Warzone. Oh no, I completely agree. I completely agree. Like it it's very important. Like all of them are very important because they all offer different kinds of experiences and like different uh, ways of the game operating. You know, like different versions. In other words, it does keep it interesting. But oh yeah, just in case, yeah, I've got my anaconda now. It is called the Akari. It is just like the one on PS that I have on PS4. Uh, Except the only thing I'm missing is the detailing for the weapons and the engines and the livery. Those are the only things I am missing, and for it to actually be exactly like the Akari on PS4. So, but yeah, so far I'm doing pretty well, and colonizing these systems has actually afforded me the amount of money to get an anaconda. If I do more with the system colonization and I get more completed, or do just more runs, I will end up having enough for a fleet carrier eventually. Uh, I actually did a mission for this station to get like 5 million to get me back up a little bit more. Um, I just, yeah, I started thinking about it. I was like, I finally got the station up and running, and I kind of didn't give anyone an update that was watching the streams or even have watched the previous streams of how the progress is going. But progress is going pretty well. I want to find out exactly how to get this unlocked for the Thargoids because I I kind of want to I want to experiment with that. I want to see what that's about because I've not actually done any of the Thargoid stuff on PC yet. Because I'm still trying to get things set up and going to uh, where they need to be, you know, for me to be able to do that. And I'm gonna have to go collect a bunch of things, like a bunch of materials to be able to do certain things, whatnot. I mean, yeah, it's just a bunch of things I gotta do still. Um, but yeah, anywho, we are about at the hour mark. I think I'm gonna get ready to cut it off pretty soon. Uh, So all that's left to do right now is to do the wrap up. If you liked this stream or video, whichever way you were viewing it, please don't forget to slap that like button and subscribe so that way you don't miss out on the next update of Elite Dangerous or whatever I am doing at that moment, depending on what you like. Um, I do a multitude of games ranging from Call of Duty, Elite Dangerous, obviously, and a bunch of others. Any ones that end up catching my eye. It's my personal preference usually, but at the same time, I am trying to do anything that I enjoy. I'm just here to have fun. Anyway, have a great day, good night, and be safe out there in the big black space, is what I meant. The deep. Yeah, out in the black. Anyway, everybody take it easy. We're going to shut it down now.